my fellow gods and goddesses, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and today we are doing the Zodiac book tag. So this tag was created by none other than our astrology queen, Carrie the Book Bell. I will link her channel down below. When I'm filming this is the last day of Zodiacathon, so I wanted to post a little Zodiac themed video to signify the end of the first round of Zodiacathon. I had such a fun time and you guys will hear all about it in my vlog that will be going up Friday, so stay tuned for that. Let's just get on with the tag questions. I'm going to have them up on my phone because I'm too lazy to remember them, as always. I'm on spring break. Leave me alone. You're not my real dad. The first one is for Aries, of course, and it says, Aries is the warrior of the zodiac. Name your favorite strong female character. So for Aries, I am going to go with Lyra from To Kill a Kingdom. You guys have heard me go on and on about this book. This was my favorite book of 2018. And Lyra is just such a morally gray, badass character. I love a femme fatale. I love mermaids. She is just such a strong character, and seeing her not be afraid of power, I really love her so much. Taurus is known for loving the finer things in life. What food, drink from a book would you like to try? Oh my god. While I was reading this book, my mouth watered so many times, it's not even funny, and that is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Kat's lemon tarts. You guys don't know what Heartless is about. It's an origin story for the Queen of Hearts, and Kat, the main character, she is a baker. There are so many beautiful descriptions of delicious pastries. Truly, like literally a chef's kiss. Compliments to the chef. Gemini's value interpersonal communication. Name your favorite character friendship. I think we all know what I'm gonna say here. It's everybody's answer for this question, and if you have a different answer, you're wrong, and I don't know what to tell you. Will and Jem from Infernal Devices. There isn't another answer. Like, trust me, there are tons of great friendships. Hello, Percy and Grover. Love that. But it's just, they're parabatised. Like, they're literally bound to each other by soul. The biggest bro TP, which should have been an OTP, but you know, in my mind it is. Cancers are the most emotional of the signs. Fuck yeah, they are. What book have you wanted to throw across the room? Ooh, we are bringing it back. This book, let's spill some tea real quick. I see all of you dragging this series, saying how it's not very good and blah blah blah, but don't even lie to me and say you were not destroyed by this ending. Like, everybody was destroyed by this ending. Nobody saw it coming. It took all of our wigs and threw them in the garbage and then lit the garbage on fire. It was just iconic and traumatizing, honestly. Like, this book was the one that truly fucked me up when it came to character deaths. I honestly have never had that experience since this. Then again, haven't read Crooked Kingdom yet, so I definitely threw this across the room 100%. Leo. Leos have a great desire for popularity. Very true. Name a character you want more people to love. So for this one, it's kind of a bit different. As you guys know, I do read graphic novels and comics a lot. I have yet to really talk about it on my channel, but I'm a huge comic book reader and comic book lover. Specifically DC Comics. I wanted to plead my case for Superman. Now, I know this is very random, he's not technically a book character or whatever, but everybody talks shit on Superman because he's super OP and he's boring and he's a good guy and he's blah blah blah. And trust me, I used to think that too. I was a strong like, nah, he's boring, he doesn't have any dimension, anything. But let me tell you why you're wrong. Superman is literally an alien, and his humanity and his humanitarian qualities and just how purely good he is, no ifs, ands, what's about it, makes that so interesting to me. Because it kind of similarly to the Thunderhead inside, how can someone who isn't human be more human than humans themselves? And I think that is a very complex quality, and I think it very much goes unnoticed. So I know that's random, but there you go. Superman deserves better. So stop. Virgo always wants things to be logical. What book confused the heck out of you? Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I read this recently, this month actually. You guys will see it in my wrap up. I was confused throughout the whole thing. If I continue the rest of the story, I'm definitely going to listen and read it at the same time, because that's what a lot of people have given me advice on. Thank you if you have tried to help me love this book. That one just confused the heck out of me. Libra is all about right and wrong. What decision by a book character do you wish you could undo? This one was a little difficult for me because, one, I don't remember anything in any of the books I read, and two, usually I'm not smart enough to think of a better solution, so yeah. But if I could change one thing, it would be for a certain character in this book to not decide to be a hero. And that's all I'm gonna say, even though this book technically isn't a spoiler because it's like 3,000-year-old spoiler, but I never want to adhere somebody's enjoyment of this book, so I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but yeah. Scorpio is the sign associated with death. Okay, so for this one, I know I mentioned it already, but I'm going to do Illuminate again, and I would kill off the last character we see enter the stage in the book. And that's all I'm gonna say. If you've read the book, you know who I'm talking about. And yes, I would 100% kill him off because he deserves to be dead. Oh, and also, just for fun, I would kill off Ren and Kath and Fangirl. Sagittarius loves freedom and travel. Name a location from a book you'd love to visit. Now, oh, and it can't be Hogwarts, which would definitely be my answer, because I would do Hogwarts like pre-Voldemort or post-Voldemort, because I am such a Slytherin, and this is why I could never be a Gryffindor, is I would never sacrifice my life for anybody except for maybe like my family and like the person I love. I'm not trying to be heroic here. You'll never see my ass being heroic and brave and step onto the field and risk my own self-preservation. Like, that's a no. Every single world entails monsters, conflict, bad guys, murder, death, disease, and depression. I wouldn't want to go to any, honestly, but for the sake of this challenge and for the sake of me not being bitter and picking one, Assassin's Creed Renaissance. You don't know, this book is a novelization of the video game series Assassin's Creed. This is the novelization of the second one, which is about this guy named Ezio. He discovers he's a descendant of assassins, and he lives during the Italian Renaissance. And if you guys couldn't tell, I love the Italian Renaissance. Preferably, I would probably want to be an assassin, not for the sake of anybody else, but for the sake of my own self-preservation, because women couldn't even look up from the floor when they went out in public or on property, faced domestic abuse daily, didn't have any rights whatsoever, were oppressed, likely prostitutes, likely died of bubonic plague, had to be married to an asshole for their entire lives, and have many, many children. Definitely would want to be an assassin so I could just stab anybody who didn't want to have it my way. Assassin's Creed Renaissance, because I love the Italian Renaissance and I could have tea with Michelangelo, which is just amazing. Capricorns are wise beyond their year. What mentor or teacher from a book do you wish you could learn from? This is so easy. Chiron from Percy Jackson. Obviously. He trained freaking Achilles, for God's sakes, and Hercules. Do you know, like, what? Big Leo energy if I could be trained by Chiron himself. He can make me a badass bitch. Ooh, imagine if I was trained by Chiron and then became an assassin. Somebody write it. Aquariuses are known for their rebellion. If you had to, what revolution from a book would you join? Again, None. Because revolutions are a lost cause and only succeed for a very short number of time before something worse comes along or the oppressors just get back in power again. Again, if I had to choose, I'm going to choose something very low stakes, one that wouldn't threaten my life. If I had to choose, I would definitely join Heretics Anonymous from Heretics Anonymous by Katie Henry because I love pissing off Catholics. And that's it. Alright, last one. Pisces Never Stop Dreaming. What book series did you wish would never end? Hands down, this goes to the Madry series by Danica Dark. I love this series with my whole heart and soul. I haven't reread it for so long because I'm so scared I'm not going to love it as much as I did originally, but Madry series follows this girl named Zoe who experiences this really traumatic sexual assault in the very beginning of the book, so trigger warnings for that. In the aftermath of that, she gets these powers and kind of this ability to manipulate energy and light. The ending of this book is my favorite conclusion to any book series. I loved it so much, but I still remember reading the book and being like, I really don't want this series to end. I don't want these characters to leave me, but the ending was so satisfying that at least I got that. There are like 5 or 6 books in this series too, and I was just like, no, give me all the books, please. Alright, you guys, so that is the end of this tag. Please let me know down below if you've read any of the books I mentioned or any of the books that you would pick for this tag. I'm going to tag Jamie from Leo Reads, Carly from Carly's Books, shout out to my Leo girls, Becca from Pistachio Books, and Sienna from Sienna Banana Reads. I will link their channels down below, and yes, I tag them. And anybody else who wants to do this tag, because Carrie was so kind enough to do this, and now she has a whole ass readathon for it, so do the tag. Also, comment down below your birth chart if you haven't done that already. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!